Well, here's some tragic shit that's been going on. Let's address the elephant in the damn room. Rick Chow, Maine, whatever you want to call him, is found innocent of killing young 14-year-old Cyrus Belton in his Asian store in the hood, and found innocent at that. Accused him of stealing a bottle of water, which the video shows him put it back, which he didn't have a bottle of water, nor is that a executionable offense.
2 of the Rick Chow murder trial.
First thing on Friday morning, the prosecution is expected to rest its case in the murder trial of Rick Chow. He is accused of killing 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton at Chow's gas station in Columbia exactly 3 years ago today.
Hours ago, jurors heard from the person who performed the autopsy on the victim. And for the first time, the public got to see surveillance video, which showed what happened inside the gas station that day. Our Kiki Gusher has a recap of today's key moments.
For the first time, jurors and the public got to see what took place inside the Shell gas station on Park Lane Road in the minutes before Cyrus Carmack Belton was killed in May of 2023. The video shows Belton taking water bottles out of a cooler, then immediately putting them back in, as prosecutors have said he did all along. He can be heard being confronted by Rick Chow's wife and son about the water bottles and denying he took them. He's then pursued out of the store by Rick Chow and his son.
You need not to go in their stores. They need to be carved out. Boycotted out. Protested out.
Prosecutors argued the store's camera system provided more than enough information for law enforcement to identify Cyrus without anyone chasing him.
Investigator Jordan, do you think it would be, you would have some tools to work with if you had gotten a call that this guy, this boy right here, is stolen? Do you think you would have some tools to help identify him?
Yes.
And investigate whether or not he had stolen water?
Yes.
Do you feel confident law enforcement could have handled this?
Absolutely.
But the defense spent much of the afternoon focusing on Cyrus's actions that night.
So this young man went into the store with no money, an empty book bag, and a loaded firearm. And you're telling this jury there was nothing suspicious about that?
Well, we don't know they didn't have any money on him at all. There was no money found on him.
Jurors also heard from Dr. Amy Durso, the forensic pathologist who performed Cyrus's autopsy. She walked jurors through the bullet's path through his body, using x-rays and a courtroom demonstration to explain what positioning would be consistent with the trajectory she observed.
You expect this trajectory, would it be consistent with somebody running away in a runner's stance with their back directly towards you?
Yes. Prosecutors asked if it would have been possible for Cyrus to have been turned around pointing a weapon. She said no. The defense has claimed Cyrus pointed the gun at Chow and his son, and Rick fired in self-defense. Earlier, jurors heard more eyewitness testimony about the moments after Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot. Jasmine Broadwater told jurors she was driving near the scene when she heard a gunshot and saw Cyrus on the ground.
My aunt said, Jazz, he just shot that boy. You need to call the police. We're both about to call them. So we both put on our cell phones. We called. My aunt said, I just want to make sure we're seeing what we see. So we drove out real slow. And we still see Cyrus on the ground. Looked like he was trying to push himself up, like how somebody's doing push-ups, but they're shaking really bad.
Another witness, Devontae Bryant, described watching Cyrus run, stumble, and try to regain his balance as Rick Chow and his son followed behind him.
Right, so he maybe took a step or two. After that, then that's when the shot went off.
The defense got into a back and forth with that witness, claiming he's changed his story from what he said that night.
Do you remember telling the officer on the body footage that you watched the shot through your car mirror, through your rearview mirror?
No.
You do not remember that?
No.
And if I was to find testimony or anything, you would dispute saying that to anyone that day?
I don't remember that.
Is it possible you could have said that?
I don't remember that at all.
Okay.
The state did not formally rest its case Thursday, but prosecutors told the court they expect to do so Friday morning before the defense begins presenting its witnesses. At the Richland
Well,
County
that'll fit.
Courthouse, Kiki Gushu, News 19, WLTX.
And we are going to be streaming the trial on our website, WLTX.com. But for the very latest updates, you can also go here, scan the QR code right here on your screen. That way you can watch our live trial coverage, which will continue at 9:30 Friday morning.
This is a portable mini air conditioner that you...
Shame, you know what I'm saying? We can't let it continue like this. I mean, this ain't the only one. I see it all the time. Asian markets, black communities watching us like a hawk. I don't give them my money. They don't get mine. I don't know about y'all, but in this case, by black. By black, we gotta support black-owned business and keep that type money circulating in our communities and keep these cowards out of our communities.
Don, thanks. 3 years to the day that 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot and killed. Jurors in the Rick Chow murder trial are now seeing exactly what happened inside that convenience store.
They are indeed. Prosecutors say that Chow, the former Columbia store owner, chased Carmack Belton from his Park Lane Road store back in May of 2023 and then shot him in the back over bottled water. The defense asserts that the teen pointed a gun at Chow's son, Andy, and that Chow responded by firing the fatal shot. Our Nick Neville has been following this case from the very beginning and joins us live after spending the entire day in the courtroom listening to testimony. Nick, tell us more about what the jurors saw on that surveillance footage.
Judy, through multiple angles, jurors saw 4 bottles of water that Carmack Belton picked up, and he put each one back in the water cooler. He's then confronted by Andy Chow and Alice Chow, Rick's wife, before that chase ensues. The state says this tells the whole story, and the Chows escalated this situation. Cyrus Carmack Belton was 14 years old when he walked into a Columbia convenience store owned by Rick Chow for the last time. Jurors seeing that moment on camera in court as Chow is on trial for the teen's murder. During an exchange in the store, Carmack Belton's hands stay in his hoodie pockets as the Chows watch. Earlier, the state called several witnesses to the ensuing foot chase, including Devontae Bryant, who testified he didn't see anything in Carmack Belton's hands at the time of the shooting.
Then he gets up, and as he's, like I say, he's getting up, but he's moving so fast, he's stumbling. Okay. So he, after the last stumble, it's like he's trying to get complete, stand upright. So he maybe took a step or two after that, then that's when the shot went off.
A key element of Chow's defense is that Carmack Belton pointed a gun at Andy Chow. On cross-examination of Bryant, Chow's lawyer is trying to poke holes in his testimony, honing in on inconsistent statements to law enforcement.
Today, you're saying that's different, correct?
Yeah.
You have met with law enforcement, solicitors, everybody in between those 2 times, yes?
Yeah.
And we realize the first thing that you said about shot on the ground is not possible.
No.
Prosecutors asking one of the RCSD investigators on the case, Tyma Jordan, whether all of this could have been avoided had the Chows simply called law enforcement when they suspected shoplifting.
What if a suspect, you had multiple camera angles of their face, high definition videos of their face, you had their shoe. What if they left behind 2 cell phones? Would that help you in identifying that person if they did commit a crime? Would that be helpful to you?
Yes, it would.
The state does not dispute that Carmack Belton had a 9mm pistol on him on the night of that shooting, but says that he had no intentions of using it. The defense also introduced their first piece of evidence this afternoon, a social media photo of the teenager where he's wearing the same clothes and holding that same gun. This was over objections from prosecutors. Testimony will continue tomorrow morning. For now, reporting in Columbia, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
We should also mention, thank you, Nick, a pathologist testified this afternoon about the trajectory of the bullet that hit the teenager in his back.
WIS continues to provide gavel-to-gavel coverage of the trial, both on air and online. We're also streaming the testimony on our digital platforms.
Check these out. The easiest zero-hassle bandana cap made for the real ones. Watch me just throw one on.
checking out this crazy verdict. And this is blatant, in my opinion. This is blatant injustice. Blatant injustice. I mean, what judge is sitting on the bench that needs to get disbarred for this? That's all I'm saying.
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, of course they sue them. What they gonna take blood and pay us with money? They buying our blood now.
All right, Madam Clerk, will you please publish?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Indictment number 2023-GS40-07440. State of South Carolina, County of Richland versus Chike Rick Chow. We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Chike Rick Chow, as to the charge of murder, not guilty. Signed number 302, foreperson, June the 1st, 2026. Madam Corley, was this your verdict and the verdict of the entire jury?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
Thank you.
What kind of jury was this?
Madam Corlady and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to ask you 2 questions relating to your verdict. Please answer yes or no to each. Number 302, was this your verdict?
Yes, it was.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes, it is.
Number 2, was this your verdict? 257,
That wasn't the
Is
verdict
it
of
still
no
your
black
verdict?
folks. I can tell you that.
number 63, was this your verdict? Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number 208, was this your verdict? 208, is it still your verdict? Number 226, was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number 329, was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your
You
verdict?
need to treat this like
Number
they're treating that ice
222, was this your
protest.
verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number
Nobody gets in.
164, was this your verdict?
Fuck that.
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number 21, was this your
Boycott
verdict?
Yes.
for
Is it still
real.
your verdict?
Yes.
Number 204, was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number 232, was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Number 259, was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
The jury's been
They
called.
sticking to the
Very good. Anything else?
script. Were they bribed or were they threatened? Or both?
10 days for any further trial motions you may
Are they
have.
just that damn insensitive, or they just that mad, or they just that racist?
Okay, thank you. You can return to your jury room. I'll be right back there.
He didn't steal the water, first of all. Had his back to him running, wasn't shooting. Wish he had been trained to spin around and fire on their asses.
All right, well, that should be our adjourned.
There you go. Too much injustice in the United Snakes.
We find the defendant, Chike Rick Chow, as to the charge of murder, not guilty.
I don't care what that jury said. There is no justification for that. It should never happen again. And it is not open season on black people for anybody to feel like they should be able to do it because the jury found him not guilty.
Tonight, the verdict is in. After deliberating for nearly 8 hours, a jury has found Rick Chow not guilty of murder in the death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. And you just heard there from attorney Todd Rutherford, who is representing the Carmack Belton family. That jury finding Chow not guilty of murder in that shooting death. The verdict again coming nearly 8 hours after deliberations. News 19's Kiki Gushu is in studio tonight with more details. Kiki.
JR, for hours today, it appeared the jury was struggling with this case. They asked to hear definitions of malice and murder again, sent multiple notes to the judge, and at one point, some jurors indicated they were ready to go home. But Judge Heath Taylor kept them deliberating, saying the attention surrounding this case made him reluctant to stop the process once it has started. Then, just before 8:45 tonight, the court announced its verdict.
Indictment number 2023
They just wanted to go home.
GS 40-07440. State of South Carolina, County of Richland versus Chike Rick Chow. We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Chike Rick Chow, as to the charge of murder, not guilty. Fine number.
The verdict ended a day that began with emotional closing arguments. Prosecutors argued Cyrus Carmack Belton was a frightened child running for his life.
He died scared. He died bleeding to death. Rick Chow's face being the last one he saw. He died surrounded by strangers.
The defense told jurors the state was ignoring what attorney Sean Kent called the rest of the story. He argued this case was not about a stolen bottle of water, but about a father trying to protect his son.
They made you think the great Rick Chow, this evil human being over here, killed a man over $1. And that is disgusting. That is awful. That is abhorrent. But that's not what happened.
After the verdict, family attorney Todd Rutherford said the family was devastated.
There is no way that a child who did nothing wrong, who was shot in his back,
mouth on his behalf,
how that jury can justify that verdict. I've been practicing law for almost 30 years. I've never seen anything like this.
Meanwhile, defense attorney Jack Swerling said the jury reached the correct decision.
And I just don't know what any parent would do otherwise. I mean, nobody wants to take anybody's life, but you're going to protect your children. You're going to protect yourself.
That's what they had planned, though.
County jail tonight. The Belton family says it will continue pursuing a civil lawsuit, while the defense says the jury's verdict confirmed what they have argued from the start, that Chow acted to defend his son. The Belton's family attorney also called for calm tonight, urging people upset by the verdict to express their feelings peacefully. Live in studio, Kiki Gushu, News 19, WLTX.
That makes it okay.
All right, Kiki, thank you again. Rick Chow expected to be released from the Richland County Jail sometime this evening. Of course, we have much more on this story right now. You can find it on our website. That's WLTX.com.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, enough is enough. No justice, no peace. Shut their ass down.
The verdict of Rick Chow, a day after he was acquitted of murdering 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. We saw reaction, or we're getting reaction, from the community. Our crews saw protesters gathered outside Chow's former gas station off of Park Lane Road in Columbia. Richland deputies also at the store now at this hour. They have been there since shortly after the verdict was announced last night. News 19's Whitney Sullivan speaking with criminal defense attorney John Mobley tonight. He was asked, where does he believe things possibly broke down for the prosecution in presenting his case?
From opening statements, one of the vast contrasts that I saw between the prosecution and the defense, where I believe the prosecutors dropped the ball, is they didn't really do much to humanize the victim in the case. And I remember listening to both opening statements. And while the prosecutor, the solicitor, did mention he was 14 years old, that was kind of it. Had I been prosecuting that case, I would have talked about not only his age, but where he went to school, what he liked to do for fun, what video games he liked. I would have wanted to bring him to life so the jurors could have some image of this young man, this life in their mind, and they just didn't do that. Another something I would have done differently if I was a prosecutor, and I don't think that they really leaned into the fact that this teen was hunted. They talked about him being chased out of the store about a bottle of water. That was kind of their big theme. They kind of hung everything on that, all about a bottle of water. This team was hunted. I mean, 130 yards. And I remember when in opening statements, when they talked about that, one thing I thought was great was he described that it was that 130 yards would be the equivalent of a football field goalpost to goalpost. Had I given that opening statement, I would have had that picture up there. I would have had a visual picture of a football field from goalpost to goalpost so the jury could see how far they hunted. These two grown men hunted this 14-year-old. And I would have used that word. I wouldn't have said chase. I would have said hunted. That's how I would have really portrayed this. And which I think is accurate, quite frankly. Now, on the flip side, the defense, in their opening statement, they talked about the defendant's credentials and how he came to America and how he built his business and his family. They gave the jury all this information to humanize this person. So, I mean, big difference. I think that made a big difference in the jury's mind because they can identify with one side more than the other.
Again, criminal defense attorney John Mobley with his opinion about what happened in this case. And new tonight, we're hearing from the Fifth Circuit solicitor Byron Gibson on the not guilty verdict. He did issue a statement late today saying that last night's verdict has brought on strong emotions from our local and national communities. He added that he's disappointed with last night's outcome and continues to believe that Chow's actions were not justifiable. However, he adds that he respects our criminal justice system and the jury's decision. For complete coverage.
Oh, it's like, man, they just want a powder keg on their hands, I believe. They're doing everything under the sun they can think of, from Chud the Builder to Rick Chow. That was a serious injustice stuff. I got one more. I got some live footage of it. This is the actual store camera footage. I don't know what make them think they can come in the black community and do this type of shit and get away with it and stay. I mean, come on now, it's supposed to be a village. We the people. They try to vilify him because he had a gun. Ain't that a bitch? But he didn't brandish no gun. He didn't know he had a gun or they wouldn't have chased him. That's for damn sure. Cowards. All because the little Asian lady sneaking behind counters and the other side of the damn thing watching and didn't see correctly. Thought he took a bottle of water when he didn't. So, I'm just saying, we ain't gonna just stand idly by for this. So, I mean, you know, it happens all the time. This ain't the first time. But it damn sure gonna be the last. Because we gotta boycott all of this shit. Buy black. Black only. Well, I just say these little Asian store owners in our neighborhoods been doing this shit to us for the longest. So y'all know who can stay. And I don't mean, because they call you buddy.
Investigator Jordan.
But never let you go for a nickel.
Who is this woman that we're seeing right here on the screen?
Alice Chow.
Alice Chow?
Yes.
Watch it, sneaking and watching.
Male we've seen in the videos with the hat on backwards too.
Andy Chow.
Okay, thank
Andy Chow probably had a gun on him. And then Mama San took their cell phones, which was evidence, and hid it.
Who is that individual
In the plaid shirt,
in the plaid shirt?
Rick Chow.
All right, moving on to slide 10 of stage number 4. All right, slide 11 of stage number 4 is next. I'm gonna skip slide 11, get us, for now, go to slide 13 of stage 4.
Everybody wants these, but nobody wants to do these.
He's the one that accused him of taking the water. Peeking over the other side of another aisle, looking at his back. How in the hell can you even see? And then the tape show he was innocent.
Next is slide 14 of stage 4.
It shows him take the water and put it back. But still, you mean tell me we gonna let this slide over damn water? Come on now. I mean, for real? Nah, I don't think so. I heard on that other thing where it said their farmer store. Well, where the goddamn new store at? I'm sure it's in another black neighborhood. And I only say that because all the customers I seen coming in and out of there
Let me
was
ask you,
black.
investigator, your view of the videos,
And they known for coming in our neighborhoods, get rich off our people, while we stay poor.
Park Lane Road, the Shell
They
gas
overcharge.
station, Chow.
He did not.
Did Cyrus Carmack Belton ever point a
personally
red
do not
laser
buy
that
from
was
them.
attached to a Taurus pistol while he was in the Shell station.
There's
it
other
says
stores.
441 Park Lane Road.
He did not.
To your knowledge, has anybody ever said he did that
It's in the store?
in the store?
No, no one.
They didn't even know he had one. They never even knew he had a gun. He should have been able to use that joint, especially when they're going to gun him down over water. I guess he was just smart enough to say, well, let me just get out of here and not have the problem of shooting these Asians that think I got a water that I don't. And I still have to explain it as a black man, as a young black man, not even able to charge him as an adult. 14 years old. Goddamn shame. Bullshit. Remind me of my son. That would have been the last day for them ever being there.
Okay. State 17 or slide 17 or states number 4.
There's no way in hell they would have been open that store up ever again, for sure. Even come in that neighborhood. Everybody forgot about Rodney Hinton. Huh? How fast we forget. Well, I'm here to remind you. Hit the Cash App so I can keep coming back.
Moving on to states or slide 18 of states number 4. Do you agree with it? There was multiple angles that you were able to review of the same incident.
That is correct.
Next on my list is slide 19 of states number 4.
And look at him. They're going to run after him now.
Okay. Slide 20, states number 4.
Matches. That's what they needed. Don't nobody carry matches no more. Just lighters. And they get the lighters from these Asian stores. What, $2, $3? Oh my God. For something that costs 25 cents at the wholesalers. If that. All because a half-blind ass Asian lady said that he stole a bottle of water.
Why don't you come a little closer so I
You
can
gonna
talk about
chase
my
mine
Diamondback tool
over
belt set?
what? Over water? Nah. We got to start intervening when we see them accosting our women and children and defenseless and elderly. And we got to stay alert and be ready at all
Did you
times.
ever recover? Did you ever see the shoe that popped off of him in that slide?
When I went back to the store, it was on the counter along with 2 cell phones.
Okay. And who had collected those cell phones in that shoot?
Alice Chow.
And she had taken it from the scene and brought it back to the gas station?
That is correct.
Do you know if she took any other evidence from the scene?
I do not.
Okay.
They just
The crime scene was
they got a lukewarm white man
cell phones where they were originally found because Alice Chow had already moved them.
trying to find him guilty, and he lukewarm as a mother. And the black man defending the goddamn Asian is fired up to number 10. And the jury just want to go home and really don't give a damn. I haven't seen no black faces on that jury. Maybe they had one. And that's a maybe. Oh, I was told that the one was a black person from another country. So of course, that's just how they cast them in America. They say a black face to represent black America, but don't speak no English. They never had no black ancestors in slavery, but can be the juror. Because they really don't give a damn.
What would that detect?
None of them gave a damn.
Ms. Chow,
Or it would have been a hung jury.
2 cell phones.
And the judge's arrogant ass said, nah, keep going until you come to a decision. He could have let them have a break and say, okay, deliberate tomorrow. But no, he insisted that they keep going. After they had already told him, we want to go home.
These videos kind of stitched together as Justin Martin described before.
That's why the jury want to leave. You got the person up there coughing from wherever they got Ebola from, hearing them all up out of there. They're not hearing it all. We need Trump to come in and play the black card on this one. Overturn that shit. But there's a federal judge somewhere that can overturn this. What, the civil case? Get money? Nah. That ain't good enough. Justice got to be served. This man got to be deported out of our country. Or foreign prison. Maybe that's what they do in their country, but this is not where Chow is from. And don't forget, for the young one, birthright citizenship is for Black America. He showed the bitch. Sorry about that, but this is exactly what the bitch was. Sneaking around the counters, because I see him do it to all of us. That's the most insulting thing you can get, especially I've seen them walk behind you when there ain't nothing around you. Because they just want to double check, make sure you didn't.
I'm Isaiah. I'm a personal trainer here at
You know what I mean?
I love how
ridiculous here. We gotta do better. I mean, we can't let this happen.
Pictures, investigative Jordan. This is states 67 and 68.
Can't let this happen. Enough's enough. You know what I mean?
Do you recognize those as screenshots from videos we watched?
No
They are.
justice, no peace.
You see 70, 71. Do you recognize those to be screenshots from the videos we watched?
Yes, they are.
Look how long they come take them to a verdict. Just long enough for our people to forget about it? Is that what they do?
Oh, they're already?
Well, there are videos that they just played that screenshot from those videos.
All right.
And then also 70 and 71 commission and evidence.
All right. States 67, 68, 70, and 71. We're out there.
Ty, let me show you 61 and 62. You recognize those also to be just screenshots from videos we watched?
Yes, they are.
And what about 63 and 66?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Now, the state officer states 61, 62, 63, and 66 for admission and evidence. Okay.
Mr. Scott, may I see those, not those two, the two that are still in front of me? Just make sure I don't need to renew mine. Okay. You know, just, no objection, but just renew our pretrial objection.
Sure. All right. Then we'll be admitted as states 61, 62, 63, 66, subject to a pretrial objection.
Thank you. Let me put up states 63. All right. Investigator Jordan, 25 years in law enforcement. Have you had occasion to handle a case where you had video or a picture of the suspect that you were trying to identify?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And is it common to eventually identify subjects based on surveillance video or photography for that matter?
It's very common.
And is it helpful if you have high definition video or screenshots of an individual?
Yes, it is.
Is it helpful in your experience to have?
And that woman, she
good descriptions of the clothing there?
took evidence, the two cell phones,
Would it be
which would have had more
helpful in a
footage,
case like this,
which
if you're trying
shows
to
that
identify somebody who was
they were
suspected of
dead
child
damn
abuse?
wrong.
You be able to do freeze
No, they're
frame,
gonna take their
you get the
word.
reverse, you get the zoom in on their picture.
Young
Would that be helpful in identifying them?
Man.
Yes, it would.
Black young man that they killed.
Let me
in
ask
cold
you this.
blood.
If you were looking for a suspect and they were accused of something, and you had the video footage of them from multiple angles, said that would be helpful. What if you had their shoe? Would that be